Hello, this is Heather Mann. Hope you're good. Now, I want to ask you a question. How many hours do we have in one day? Yep, you guessed it. Well, it wasn't very difficult. 24 hours. Now, do we agree that we all have 24 hours? Me, you, Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, everyone, and the person next door to you? And why is it that we all do different things? And why is it that we all have a different result at the end of our day? Because it's all about what action you take in that day. So we cannot hide from the fact that we have limited time. Limited time in a day, we have limited time in our life. So what we do at that time is more important than the time itself. So do you think that Richard Branson, for example, would be doing something different with his day compared to the person living on benefits? Yes? Absolutely. So do you see that there are going to be different results based on the different actions you take? So we cannot take for granted that, these people have something better than us, because ultimately they don't. This all came from action. These are self-made people. I'm just talking about self-made people now. Obviously, if you've just been given a load of money, a lump sum, then it doesn't matter what you do. You've got the money. Ultimately, you're going to blow it too. That's a whole different story. But if you made it yourself and you're self-made, then those hours you've got in the day are relevant for all of us. So if someone is wanting to be rich and you're coming from a place of no wealth at the moment, then that's fantastic, because all you need to do to change your life is just take different actions, different steps, something different. I think I already mentioned the Einstein definition of insanity, which is you do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's insanity. That's the definition of insanity. So don't be insane. Just do something different with your life. If you want something good, then think, well, what do I need to do to achieve that? And action takers are always rewarded. Now, one thing you have to also understand is, do we have a little bit of fear stopping us from taking this action? Yes, we do. Think about all the things, why do people not do the stuff that maybe Richard Branson's doing, or Alan Sugar, or anyone that you think is, financially wealthy, or anyone you look up to who is in a better place than you? What is stopping you from living that life or taking those actions that they do? Now, very commonly, it is fear. Because what are we scared of? We're fearing losing or failing. Now, failure is part of the journey to being successful. So you have to be okay with that. And don't be so scared of it. In fact, people say to me all the time, well, it's too risky, and everything is too risky. I'd rather stay in my comfort zone. Because staying in your comfort zone, nothing grows there. You grow at the edge when you're coming out. And when you feel fear, it's because you're on that edge. So next time you feel fear about taking this next step, then you should actually be excited and say, you know what, this means I'm growing. This means that if I step out of this comfort zone, I'm going into a new realm. I'm going to get new results. It's a fantastic thing to do, and it's a very healthy process to get used to. You have to get used to, or you have to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Get comfortable becoming uncomfortable. Once you get your head around that, you won't be scared of oh my God, I feel scared about doing this. That's okay. It's scary. I find some things like, whoa, this feels out of my comfort zone. That's hence where the phrase comes from. I'm out of my comfort zone. That's a good thing. That shows me I'm growing, developing as a person. Are we going to get things right every time? Of course not. Like I said, failure is part of this journey. And what's more risky? People talk about risk. Well, what's more risky is doing nothing and living those 20, 40 years of your life doing the same thing, getting to the end of your life, and it's all gone. All those hopes and visions and dreams that you take to your graveyard or to your deathbed or whatever. Don't be that person. Don't be scared of taking action, making your life the way you want it to be. Because we have limited time. Time is always running out. Every single day we're one step closer to not being here, to not being able to make a difference to our life, to people around us. It's an injustice to yourself if you don't take action. If you don't take massive action for you to improve your life, the people's lives around you, you're only going to be a better sibling, partner, parent, whatever. You're a better individual by bettering yourself, because you offer more, you have more to offer to other people around you. So it's so important. Time is limited, action is required. That's the key point to this video. Hope that made sense. And for now, it's bye. See you soon.